What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? And let me get right to the point here. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Some of you guys who know me know this story. But you're going to see how it ties into where I'm moving now and maybe somewhere where you want to move. Rewind back. I'm in Thailand with the military this time. I've been to Thailand 3 times since then. And this thought comes to my mind. I'm sitting here, I'm sitting in a 5-star hotel, and I'm looking at the floors, and I'm like, the room was amazing. Everything around me is amazing, you know. And before that, the places that the military was sending me were like Somalia and Cuba. Not so many desirable places. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I love this moment. I love that we rode elephants. I love the scenery. And I made basically a goal to myself then. I said, I want to be able to travel to places like this on my own terms. Take the military out of it. Because even though the military had me there, it was like I was on their own terms. I had to do the things they wanted to do. I had to go to bed when they wanted me to go to bed. I had to go to this place where I said, I love this. Everything about it. The travel. Now, some people in life don't like travel. They like being at their home, being homebodies. That's not this guy. This guy is the ADHD mind, the guy that gets bored very easily in a conversation, the guy that will literally jump up out of a conversation and go sit over and do something else, the guy that wants to run with the bulls. And a lot of the times, this is the reason why I was never really a job guy. Because when you go in the job, you walk through the doors are locked behind you, you sit in the desk, and you literally have to sit there, ask to go to the bathroom, you know, just like school again, and then when the bell rings, when you clock out and it's time, you go home. That was prison to me. I was never meant to be in that space, and I did everything in my life to fight myself from not being in that space, which is why I put my head down and actually started studying digital marketing, because that's the ability to be able to work from home. And if you really think about it, we live in a digital market world. Look at malls right now. A lot of people are butthurt. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that Sears is closing. I can't believe that my favorite store is closing. We don't live in that world no more. You see, what happened is this life has passed you by. We live in a world now where it's all about fast, fast, fast. Nobody wants to get in the car, put the key in ignition, and drive over to the freaking mall and you know, move around and away from strollers and all this other stuff and park, try to find a parking spot. Nobody wants to do that anymore. It's fast. You can get literally stuff now, and now they're competing against this. Now you can get stuff in 2 days. They may even get to the point where you may be able to get stuff in 1 day or a few minutes. It's coming, right? But see, I wanted to set myself up where I can travel when I wanted to travel, because traveling has to be a part of my life. I've been all over the United States 5 times and Canada. I love traveling. I look at traveling as, look, God created this planet for me to see it. And I don't want to pass away until I see it. For something, it does something to me. It wakes me up. I like to sit back and people watch in Italy, in Europe. And I'm sure you can see the passion that I have now. So that's what I've always tried to do. And for those, I want to say this too. You'll see the little tag where it says join the group. This is where you should be moving. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're thinking about getting an entrepreneurship, the brick and mortar store is a bad model. I remember there was this shoe, no, it was a furniture store that was going up. And I saw it was going up downtown, and I asked myself the question, and this may seem bad, but it was true. How long is it going to be before that store is closed? And of course, it's closed now. And I wasn't wishing anything bad on the store, but you literally have to wait for people to walk through your doors in order to make money. Instead of targeting your demographic who maybe are into that type of furniture, a certain age range, a certain male, female, targeting them, finding where they are, and shipping it to them. Or if you're not even shipping it to them, maybe someone else can ship it to them. That's the world we live in. We live in a world where you can make money in your sleep. And if you're not moving in that direction, then are you getting passed up? Are you living in the Pilgrim days? You might as well just go outside and hook up the horse and buggy and ride to the grocery store. Because if you're not moving in that direction, I mean, to be honest, why do we even have to go to a place of employment now? They have ways to monitor you. They have ways to do it. You know, you could touch a, maybe you have to touch a keyboard every so often or whatever. Or they can look at your work online while you're working. You have to share your screen. They can even put up monitoring processes where they put a camera up and they can see where you are. But to physically, and actually it's cheaper for businesses to do that. Instead of paying for it, building electricity and all this other stuff and people coming in and, nah, you don't do that no more. We don't live in that age anymore. So the question is, are you moving with the digital age? Because whether you want it or not, some people are still fighting. I don't like Facebook. I don't like the interaction and stuff like that. Look, you may not like the interaction. If I was to go outside now, it's nobody's outside now because everybody's at work. But if I was to go outside, it was 5 o'clock, you barely seeing kids out. And I know we get upset. Kids need to play more. I understand it, but for God's sake, they're getting their exercise by watching freaking the Fit Dance video game and doing that. I may not agree with it because I was outside and you know, very active and things like that, but that's the world we live in. Pretty soon, I would have thought now, what they do have it in some places, that we'll be living in a world now where cars are flying. We're getting there. But I'm just saying, don't get left behind. Make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on around you, right? Because I know, Warren Buffett and places like that, they say, oh, they're against technology. A guy told me, yeah, they say that Warren Buffett lives in the house in Omaha, but they don't say that he flies all around the world in a $61 million jet, right? Because he owns a private jet company. But that's the thing. We have to be moving on and join this group, because these are the type of conversations that we're going to have, not only of how to keep up with the future, but how to make money using the digital mindset in order to get there. So I just wanted to give you that real quick while it was on my mind. It's something that I think we all need to ponder on from time to time. So with that said, good people, thank you. Join that group. We're going to have the conversation over there. We have some smart people on that side. And that's it. So until next time, signing off.